15, so I'm a year and a half out right now. And I go into the doctor every year on my birthday. I have since I was in college because, you know, I had a girlfriend who died of cervical cancer, and so I really feel like it's important for women. I don't know a whole lot about men's health, but I know it's important for women to go in every year and just get that pap, get those routine exams. So I did. And last year on my 40th birthday, my doctor felt something on the side of my left breast, and she said, "Have you felt this before?" And I said, "Yeah, you know, I have lumpy breasts." She said, I don't think so. I think that we need to do a diagnostic ultrasound and a diagnostic mammogram. Let's do some tests." So we did the tests, and the interesting thing was I was home after the tests before we had the results, and I was picking up some of my kids' toys on the floor. I have 3 kids. And hi, Cammie. Oh, sorry, don't mean to.
Okay, sorry.
I don't even mean to like call you out, but that's one of my sweet friends. And Anne is here. She's the sweet friend. We'll talk about her in a minute. I was on the floor and I was picking up toys, and I remember feeling this message impressed in my heart like nothing I had ever heard before. And it was this. It was, "Nick, this is cancer. And I need you to walk this road because I need you to show other women that I am with them in times of trouble." Now, this is not a faith talk. So whatever your faith is okay, or what it isn't is okay. All I'm saying is that message gave me a sense of purpose. And that sense of purpose gave me healing. Because I went to every doctor's appointment so excited to learn about what was going to happen and to make these decisions, not only on behalf of myself, but on behalf of all of the women who are going to walk this someday. And I started blogging. I'm a writer, so I started writing. And my friend Anne is a photographer, a professional photographer. She started taking pictures, and I couldn't wait for the next thing to happen, the mastectomy or whatever it was, because I wanted her to take a picture so that we could put it in a book and share it as a resource someday for people. So I have pictures I brought with you. I understand, well, if you're eating, I apologize, because they're graphic, and if you get sick to your stomach easily, that's okay. You don't have to look. Okay. So, this is what cancer looks like in a breast. So you'll notice right here a shading that is kind of green, and if you let it go long enough, I think it turns like black and blue, kind of like a bruise. This part here is dimpling. So my tumor, it was actually 2 tumors, and together they were about 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches, 2.5 centimeters, 2.5 centimeters. And that was enough to tug at the breast so that you could see it when it was there. I did not notice this before I went to the doctor. I had never, I don't stand in the mirror totally checking myself out very often, so I didn't notice it, but you can see it in the photos. This is very graphic, I apologize, but this is right after the mastectomy. So this is 2 or 3 days out, and I looked down at myself after 2 weeks. So this is 2 days. I looked at myself after 2 weeks, and I almost passed out. I wanted to vomit. It was so disgusting. But it heals. So then every week I went in, I opted for reconstructive surgery, and so every week I went in and they put a pouch in during the mastectomy, and every week they would fill it up a little until it stretched the skin out and gave me enough room for them to put in help people help implant. Thank you. So that is that's that. So then what you have there, I think we're sticking together here. So what you have there though is one breast that has breastfed babies and hangs down to about, right about here. And then another one that's real high and looks like I'm about 20. So they had to take care of that so that I could fit into a bra again. It wasn't a vain reason. It was realistically, I needed to be able to wear a bra, be able to go to a store and buy a bra. So they actually lifted this side, and on this side they put in the implant, and this was the side that really ended up hurting, because where the mastectomy was, a lot of those nerves and a lot of that is gone. The feeling is gone from that. So then we move over here. Ta-da! This is after the healing. You can see, this scar here is barely visible anymore, but a reconstructed breast with an implant doesn't not look like a woman who goes in and just decides to have a lift or an augmentation. It's a totally different thing. And I had to make peace with the fact that I wasn't gonna look the way I thought I was gonna look. And I have made peace with that. So then the next step is to put on a nipple, and they literally do a little bit of origami on your chest. So he made some cuts, made some folds, and put a lot of stitches in there and created a nipple. This is what it looks like currently. So, you know, again, the scar's kind of gone from there. Everything is healing up nicely. It's not perfect, but it fits into a bra. And as you can see, you know, you wouldn't know as I was walking down the street that I had breast cancer. The next step that we will do in December is a tattoo. They're going to actually tattoo on an areola so it matches this one. And then I will be finished. And then we can write the book and be complete, right? So that is those are my pictures. That's my story.